Josh here, lead designer on the Privateer Boardgame project here on Vassal, and I'm back with another tutorial. This one is going to focus on the DUP, the Dynamic Universe phase. There are two stages here. As you can see in the middle of the board, there is a box that keeps track of what stage you're on. And on stage 1, you saw earlier, if you were watching the other tutorials, that non-player ships will hunt during this phase, and Kilrathi tokens will move around the Vortex of Doom. Right? So in this case, we see there's a pirate ship outside of Kern, and player 2's ship is outside of Midas. That's one space away. And player 2, as you can see by the reputation scale, is hostile to the pirates. So in this case, a hunting ship would move and immediately attack them prior to their turn. However, right now we're doing the second stage of the DUP, and that involves three different things. The first way is that your Kilrathi tokens move around the Kilrathi tracker around the Vortex of Doom, and in this case we have a Kilrathi ship entering play, so we'll go to our non-player ships, to the Kilrathi tab, and we'll grab that Drolthi and put him into play. He comes out of the Vortex of Doom, very threatening, raw. And we've got the next stage of that is the commodities are consumed. So on the second stage of the DUP, commodities that are on planets that are being sold are now going to be reduced by 1. So you'll see that you can easily exhaust a trade route if you sell commonly on the same planet the same good, because when that planet reaches 5, they will not pay the same price for those goods anymore. So here in New Detroit, for example, they still have 3 contraband on that planet. If you were to bring a full load of 3 more contraband, your last ton of contraband is not going to fetch the same price in demand. So you can still sell it, you just won't make as much money. The other thing that happens in the DUP is the non-player ships are going to move. Now yes, they will hunt, so in this case, this guy's going to come down here, and you would instantly initiate combat upon finishing moving all the non-player ships. That takes place prior to the player's turn and would be resolved in that order. The stiletto, if you open up our quick reference card, we're going to see that the Confederation ships will take blue lanes first and all other lanes second. So in this case, he's going to take the blue lane down to New Detroit. Now yes, he's in orbit with a pirate ship, but that pirate ship is moving anyway, and the pirate ship, if we look at our quick reference card, will not take blue ones, but will take red lanes before white ones and will not go to Rigel. So this pirate ship will not go up to Pandora, it will go over to the Vortex of Doom. Now if you have more than one option, for example if this pirate ship was outside of Galaxos in orbit, well, that's not a good example. Let's put him over here outside of Neutrepid. So let's say he just came off the planet of Neutrepid. He'd have 3 different jump gates that he could take. What you would do then is you would use the D3, and you would simply ascribe a number to each one of these jump gates. So we'll say this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. He rolled a 1, so his destination would be Troy. And we place him on the jump gate, coming in, so you know which way they came on the last DUP. Now you'll note that there's 2 turns between ships moving if they're not hunting. So if you are a player, you can use those opportunities to slip by and try and avoid having these ships attack you. The other thing to be carefully paying attention is that because this player sat outside of Midas, right next to a pirate ship, when the DUP phase comes around, that ship is going to come attack them. This can be used to bait non-player ships into combat, or if you're not paying attention, you can very easily be ambushed and suffer a real setback.